Obliques are a huge portion of what completes a solid looking six-pack. If you want V-cut abs, you have to make sure you're working on developing those oblique muscles. Unfortunately, the obliques are often overlooked and most people don't work them the right way to get that V-cut. So in today's video, we're going to go over the top 3 exercises to get ripped obliques fast, and at the end of this video, I'll also include a sample oblique workout. These are the same exercises that help me develop some great lower ab definition, and I'm sure that they're going to do the same thing for you. One key thing to keep in mind with these 3 exercises is that it's easy to do them wrong. Whenever you're doing ab and oblique exercises, you want to make sure your core is staying tight and that the majority of the movement is taking place around your trunk area. All the time I see people messing this up. They'll think that they work their abs or their obliques when in reality they spend 30 minutes working their hip flexors and their neck. You're going to experience the best results for all your ab exercises when you concentrate on your trunk area and the bending around that area. Okay, so the first exercise that I want you guys to do is one of my favorite exercises by far, the Oblique Crunch on the hyperextension machine. Most gyms will either have a hyperextension machine or a GHR, otherwise known as a glute ham raise. You want to get into that machine on your side with one foot in front of the other, but both feet still under the pads. Then grab a weight and put it in the hand that's closer to the floor. Your opposite hand is going to go behind your head like you're doing a crunch. Then you want to lower down sideways as far as you can to get a really good stretch in your obliques. I can't stress the importance of getting that good stretch enough. In fact, the negative portion of this movement and that stretch is more important than the portion where you're coming back up. So really make sure that you're trying to stretch out those obliques on the way down. Then come back up and crunch in with your elbow pulling tight towards your hip. When doing this exercise, I recommend that you use a weight that's challenging for you for roughly 10 to 20 reps. Now I'm well aware about the belief that doing oblique exercises, especially weighted ones, can widen your waistline. This is for the most part an old myth. Sure, you can build up your oblique muscles just like any other muscle in your body, and when you build up a muscle, it obviously will get bigger, but obliques are naturally thin muscles to begin with. They can't grow in size the way that some of your other muscles like your shoulders or your biceps or your glutes can. And most people that complain about getting a wider waist still have body fat to lose. So I would argue that people that feel like their waist gets wider from oblique exercises should focus in on their diet, not their workouts. If you're still afraid that you're going to get an enormous waistline and you want to subscribe to the old myths, you can just go with a higher rep count and lighter weight if that makes you feel better. But honestly, you're not going to get a blocky waist, and that blocky bodybuilder waist is usually caused by abusing drugs, not from doing oblique exercises. This is actually why top bodybuilders will try to limit their oblique work. Again, it's because of the drugs they're taking. So this doesn't apply to the majority of the population. I also recommend that you only train your obliques once or twice a week at the most. One last point on this topic is that a lot of the perception of what's wide and what's not has to do with proportions. Don't just work your abs and your obliques. Make sure that you're working on your other muscles as well. If you have really small lats and you never work them, your waist can easily look wider. Just keep that in mind. The next exercise that's super effective for hitting the obliques is the side V sit-up, also sometimes referred to as the side jackknife. Ultimately, you want to do this exercise the most advanced way, which would be by lifting both feet up off the ground. However, there is a regression for beginners that I'll talk about in a second. To do this exercise, lay down on the ground on your side with one arm out in front of you for support and to provide balance. You want to do your best and not use this arm to help you up throughout the entire movement. It's just there for balance. When getting ready to perform this exercise, make sure that your hips are slightly tilted back, so you should be more on the side of your butt rather than directly on your hip bone. With your other arm, you want to grab behind your head so that your elbow is pointing straight up towards the ceiling. And then you want to crunch up by bringing your upper body and your lower body off the ground, allowing your elbow to meet up with your knees. Now, if you can't do that, you can just do one leg at a time until you develop the core strength to lift both your legs up off the ground. Due to the fact that it's so hard to add weight to this exercise, I would go with a higher rep count, anywhere between 20 to 40 reps. The last of my top 3 favorite oblique exercises are floor wipers. This one you could do with weight and without weight. The more advanced way would obviously be to do it with a barbell held straight up over your chest with your elbows locked out. From there, you would turn your hips side to side, lowering your feet almost to 90-degree angles from your body. If it's too difficult for you to do this exercise with weight, then just extend your arms out wide to your sides and place your arms and your hands flat down on the ground for balance. For this one, I would do a total of 20 reps, equaling 10 reps per side. Those are the 3 main exercises you need to do to build some nice obliques. Now, you can take those exercises and put them into a workout, but I don't really recommend adding a ton more oblique exercises to that workout. Even though that would work fine, it's not really necessary. Save yourself some time and combine these 3 oblique exercises into your regular abdominal routine. So a sample workout could be done in 3 rounds of 3 exercises per tricep for 3 sets. So that might sound super confusing, so let me explain. For the first round of trisets, you want to do weighted decline sit-ups, and then right away, with no break, move on to weighted floor crunches, followed by stability ball sit-ups. Just to keep it simple, we're going to do 10 reps of each of those. For the next round of trisets, you're going to start with Navy SEAL sit-ups for 20 reps, followed by weighted reverse crunches for 10 reps, and finishing it off with jackknives for 40 reps. And then your last round of trisets would include the oblique exercises that we went over today. Again, when performing the trisets, make sure you complete all the exercises within the group of 3 before taking a break. Then repeat for a total of 3 sets before moving on to the next group of trisets. That's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And right now, I'm also running a free 6-week challenge. If you haven't heard about it, all you got to do to actually get it for free is actually commit to sticking to the plan. And most of my clients are losing either a minimum of 20 pounds or 5% body fat in 6 short weeks. You get a meal plan, a workout plan, and most importantly, a coach that's going to check in with you every single week. And again, follow the plan and you get it for free. It's a crazy good deal. Click the link below and that'll take you straight there. What are you waiting for? Seriously, click that link. This challenge will completely change your life. The website is gravitytransformation.com. I'll see you guys soon.
Pump it.